Alright, so we're going to do this quick CPR video. I'm going to start with choking first, on what to do if your baby starts to choke. Which, you know, if you have an obstruction in there.
I'm helping her.
She's going to help me. Okay, so if your baby starts to choke, what to do. And then also, if they become unconscious, unresponsive, you got to perform CPR. You're going to lay your baby on a flat surface, and we're going to show you how to do that. By yourself and also with a helper. So when we think of CPR, we think of like cardiac issues or heart attack, chest pain, things like that. Obviously with babies, it's going to be secondary cardiac arrest, either to airway obstruction or breathing issue. So the first thing we want to do is check the airway, and then our main focus is going to be on the breaths, because most likely it's going to be an airway or breathing issue. So the best thing for infants and children is preventing them from airway hazard or choking hazard, which sometimes can be hard to do, right, Lucille?
Hey, I need a...
She's down there feeding her other baby right now. So, there she is.
Hey, I'm taller than it.
So prevention is key, and then early recognition. And what's early recognition? Recognizing that there's an issue, that there's a problem, we need to check the air, we need to intervene, we need to call for help. If you're by yourself, like we're going to say a couple times throughout the scenario, if you're by yourself, you want to perform at least 2 minutes of CPR, or try to unblock the airway obstruction, and then perform CPR for at least 2 minutes before calling for help yourself. Because obviously if you have somebody with you, you want to address the airway issue, perform CPR if that's possible, and have your partner go call 911, get the AED. You know how to call 911, Lucille?
911?
What's the number? It's a hard one to remember. Yeah, I know. It's 911. You have to look it up.
Maybe
you look it up and let me know what the number is. Okay?
1!
Yeah, that's part of it. Okay, so
911.
911 what?
919?
919? Yeah. You'll probably get the information desk, and then maybe they'll call 911 for you. So you perform CPR yourself, have your partner call 911, and get an AED. If necessary, we might not need that though. Ideally, your partner's going to show up and help you with 2-person CPR. So.
How good it is.
Okay, so what happens if this baby starts choking? What are we going to do?
Fix her up.
Fix her up. Yeah, well, hopefully. Okay, so your baby starts choking, right? They're
911.
choking on something. If you can see the airway obstruction.
Hey, is it 911?
It is 911. Finally, our partner is calling 911, getting some help on the way. He's finally get some help around here. Alright, so if your baby's choking, first of all, you want to open the airway and see if you can see the airway obstruction. If you can see it...
My baby's choking too.
Okay, we got 2 babies choking, so if you can see it, you want to try to get it out of there, obviously. If you can't see it, you don't want to do a blind finger sweep. A blind finger sweep is when you're just trying to go in there and try to get something out and you can't even see it. And now you're further lodging the object further down their trachea. So, if you do that, then you got a severe airway obstruction. Any kind of noises, even though it's abnormal noises, are good noises, because at least they're still able to breathe and they're still getting... I gotta tell these people how to do CPR. Hang on a second. So, only if you can see it, you're gonna try to sweep it out. If not, you don't want to further lodge it in there. So if the baby is choking and they're making noises, you want to encourage them to like cough the airway obstruction up. So you're gonna say, "Come on, tell her you can do it. Hurry up, cough it up, cough it up. You can do it, cough it up."
No, this one.
So obviously, there's gonna be not a lot of communication between the baby at that point, because they're gonna be not themselves. Obviously, you can see the way Lucille is right now. I would know if she was choking, because she would be quiet. She would be acting different. All right, so that's good. It's when they become silent. It's never a good thing. Even with toddlers too, when they become silent, you know something's going on. You got to go investigate, see what's going on. Like something's wrong here. They're too quiet. So the baby becomes quiet. That's a bad sign. That means the airway obstruction went from mild to severe now. So when it's severe, now you got to intervene. Same thing with adults. When it becomes severe, you got to intervene. Careful, don't knock them out. Alright, so we're going to intervene. We're going to do the chest thrusts and back blows. So in order to do that, you got to support the head and actually keep the airway open as well. Consult with your partner first. Yeah, we are going to. Okay, so when you do back blows, sitting on the chair works great, or you can kneel down on the ground, because you want them at an angle like this. I'm going to do back blows. Ready? And babies are resilient, so you want to hit them between the shoulder blades here, and it's going to be like a down and out thrust. So it's going to be 5 back blows. And then when you flip them over, you want to pancake them. So you want to support the back of their head like this, and pancake them over your arm, so you don't fumble. Whoop! Because babies are squirrely, right? So you got them like this, and now you're going to perform 5 chest thrusts like you would in the CPR. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 babies. I'm going to do a couple rounds of this. So again, support their head as they come across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're supporting their head so their head's not bouncing around as well. And now you're going to support their head again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 911 here yet, Lucille? What are you doing? Hurry up. Do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's working on her other baby right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, babies are resilient, so you don't want to. I know you're going to be scared to do CPR. I would be scared to do CPR on Lucille. And now you're doing your 5 back blows and your 5 chest thrusts. Your baby becomes unresponsive, unconscious, unresponsive. Now they're no longer choking. It's a severe obstruction. We need to lay them down on a flat surface, and we need to perform CPR immediately. But anyway, so you're checking a pulse. You're checking the brachial pulse on an infant.
That would hurt if you
If the pulse is anything less than 60 beats per minute, you got to perform CPR. The baby's heart rate should be at least 120 beats a minute. So obviously, that's going to be a weak pulse. So if you can't feel a pulse or it's very weak, that's a good indication that you need to start CPR. So you're going to lay them on a flat surface, and we're going to start CPR. All right, so the baby becomes unconscious, unresponsive. You want to lay them down on a flat surface. And if you're by yourself, you want to start performing CPR as fast as possible with 30 chest compressions to 2 breaths. If it's your own baby, obviously just go mouth to mouth. You can go mouth to mouth. You can have if you have an adult CPR mask, you can turn it around. Use that. They're trying to get away from that nowadays. They either want you to either have an infant-sized pocket mask or just go mouth to mouth with the infant. So if there is somebody with you, you're going to start CPR. You're going to have them call 911 and get assistance. Hopefully an AED is not needed because we're dealing with usually an airway issue rather than a cardiac issue with babies. So if you're by yourself, start CPR immediately and do a CPR for at least 2 minutes before calling for help. And we were doing the compressions. It's between the nipple line. And you're going to go 1/3 the depth of the chest, or about 1.5 inches in depth. So it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And you're going to give 2 breaths. I'm just going to get rid of this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And when you're giving your breaths, you don't want to tilt the head too far back because it's going to pinch off the airway.
But
what you want to do?
I saw her son try.
Well, hopefully she does cry, Bubby. We want her to cry. All right, you want to elevate the shoulders just a little bit, almost in the sniffing position where they're like smelling something. That's how you want their head to be tilted. You don't want them to be too far back. Just you want the ear opening to be level with the shoulders, if at all possible. So you're gonna give her 2 breaths. 1, 2. Okay, back to this. Now, if you have a partner, a trusty partner with you, that can help you. So they called 911, got the AED. They're going to come back and they're going to help you do 2-person CPR. For 2-person CPR, you want to do the breathing? Okay. So that your partner's going to do the breathing and you're going to do the compression. So you're going to encircle them around the chest like this. You're going to hold them like this. 2 thumbs around the breastbone where you were doing the compressions before. Alright, partner, get over there. You're going to do the breathing, ready? Now you're going to be here. I'm doing this one, okay? And your compression ratio is 15 to 2 for 2 people. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2 breaths, quick. You gotta give him 2 breaths. No, breaths, Bob. Don't breathe in there. Just go like this. So she's gonna give 2 breaths. So when you're giving your breaths, you want to give the baby a breath, and then you want to take a breath yourself, and then give the baby a breath. And you're only looking for visible chest rise and fall. You don't want to overinflate the chest. Just try to get enough air in there just to inflate the chest a little bit. And when you're giving your compressions, so you're going 1/3 the depth of chest, or about 1.5 inches. So kind of like this. When you're doing it by yourself, it's gonna be like this.
I'm doing.
Let me see you do it.
Alright.
You try with 2 hands.
But can I do it with 3 hands?
You can do it with 3 hands? Alright, go ahead. Use all 3 of your hands. That's 1 hand. Karate chop them? Get those shoes. Clean those shoes, Lucille.
Huh? Are they still wet?
When we deliver this baby to the hospital, they gotta have clean shoes. Here. Clean them up. So in this video, this could be... I just wanted to give you a basic idea of how to perform CPR on an infant. If this really happens in real life, it's going to be a scary situation, so you just kind of have to... hopefully you'll know what to do. Hopefully you just take action. The biggest thing is to call 911 and get early recognition, so early CPR as fast as possible. Right, Lucille? So we went over choking.
After this one is...
So basically it's going to be a mild obstruction.
Is this one's turn.
Yeah, okay. A mild obstruction, you want to encourage them to cough. Hopefully they can cough it up on their own. When they go, if you can see the object, you want to remove the object. If you can't see it, you don't want to do a blind finger sweep. We're doing a review here. We're summarizing. So summarize, okay? If it becomes a severe obstruction, that's when they go silent. That's not good. They go silent, they become blue or cyanotic. Their heart rate drops below 60, or you can't feel a pulse at all. So if it becomes a severe obstruction, you want to do your 5 back blows, 5 chest thrusts. If they become unconscious and unresponsive, you lower them down on the flat surface. We perform CPR at a ratio of 30 compressions to 2 breaths. If your partner shows up, they can help you 15 compressions to 2 breaths. And then hopefully they call 911 and help is on the way. So, but early recognition, so even if you're by yourself, you want to do 2 minutes of CPR prior to calling 911, because hopefully just by addressing the airway or breathing issue, you can save this baby's life. So if you have a partner, then they can do it. You never want to leave your patient, especially if it's an infant or child. You never want to leave them by themselves. Adult CPR is a little different in those terms, and I'll talk about that when we do the adult CPR video. So, obviously, hopefully their kicks are clean, which usually in this household they always are, right, Lucille? Kicks are always. So basically, just the idea behind this video, I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of infant CPR, so that way, when the situation does happen, as scary as it will be, that at least you've seen it a couple times, you've practiced it, and you can take action. Because you can practice it all you want. When it really happens, that's going to be the true test to see if you do something. So trust me, like Lucille gets a paper cut, and I'm like, oh, take her to the ER. We've actually done that before, and we're both medical professionals, so it's kind of embarrassing. But you never know how you're going to react, especially when it's your own kid. So please like and subscribe. Try to subscribe to the channel. Do you want to tell them, Lucille? We also have an Instagram page that we're updating videos.
Subscribe to channel. And now it's the other baby's turn.
No bumps. Get some bumps. Okay, high five. Too slow. Whoop. Gotta be quicker than that. Thanks for saving me. Give me hugs. No hugs your baby out here.
And now
the baby wants to say thanks for saving me. Give him a hug. Hugs.